Hey, hello everybody. It's good to be here again. And today there are four of us here in the studio. I'm with my amazing friend and colleague Darren. If we can maybe get Darren on the screen, there we go. And we have two amazing students who have agreed to come and sit with us today. We have Victoria.
Hello.
And we have Solène.
Hi.
And Victoria and Solène are going to tell us a little bit of their experience in Taiwan as visiting students. So why don't we just start with short introductions of ourselves. So you know me, I'm Donovan. I'm from South Africa. I've never been to France, unfortunately. I've been in Taiwan for 25 years and I have 5 beautiful cats. Okay, Darren.
I've been in Taiwan for 28 years. It was my anniversary a couple days ago. And I've been to France several times, actually, so I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. And that's about it.
And you're from Canada.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Okay, how about Victoria?
Yeah, so I'm Victoria. I'm living in Paris, in France, and I'm a student in communication, like it's my major. And I'm here like for 1 month, and I'm here for the whole semester.
And
Okay, Solène.
yeah, I'm Solène. I'm come from France, like Victoria, and I live in Paris too. I'm schooling communication, the same school as Victoria, and I'm very happy to be here in Taiwan. I hope to have a best and good semester here in Taipei.
Okay, great. And we hope you have a good semester here as well. So you guys knew each other before because you're in the same school.
No, like we are in a different city. Like I
Yes.
moved to Paris just a few months ago, but I live in my hometown is Lyon, which is like the gastronomy
Okay.
thing in France and all that. So my school is in Lyon,
Yeah.
and Solène is in Paris.
Yes, different campus and different city, but the same school. Yeah.
Okay, sure, that makes sense. All right, so let's see, questions. What were your first impressions of Taiwan? You leave the airport, you're in a taxi, or I don't know if you're in a taxi or a bus. What are you thinking?
So the day that I arrived was the Chinese Lunar New Year. So there was plenty of fireworks and all of that. So it was like really a dream. Like I came from the airport and we just saw a lot of them. So it was a beautiful beautiful things to arrive in Taipei.
I would have thought, oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's welcoming.
And me, I arrive later than Victoria, and my first impression is wow. The road to come in Taipei, a lot of nature, a lot of trees, and it's a very beautiful city. And after I taste the food in the night market, and it's a very good experience. The food is very typical, and yes. It's my first impression. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I did want to ask about the food. Okay, see, because I'm not the biggest fan of Taiwanese food.
Okay.
But Taiwanese people believe very strongly that they have some of the best cuisine in the world. And now you two come from France, which really does have the best cuisine in the world.
Thank you.
Did you see Victoria's face when you said that? She went,
So, so I just want to know how you're feeling about the food and what foods you like, and is there anything you refuse to try or have tried and regretted?
Personally, I like the bao, xiaolong bao. It's very good, but the stinky tofu, I never test, and I won't never test.
Yeah, for me, so then we eat the same thing. So the xiaolongbao is like my favorite thing here. But I tried the stinky tofu. Like, I really wanted to try it, and I regret it after it. Like, I tried the spicy stinky tofu, so it was more horrible. But I think there is several things here, so we can eat a lot of different things, so it's really cool. And for now, I don't miss the French food yet.
No.
What would you normally eat in France? What would you normally eat?
Baguette, a lot of bread.
Cheese?
Yeah, that's not a cliche at all.
Okay.
Like we drink wine with cheese and baguettes, and we eat a lot of European food. Like we eat a lot of Italian food, and yeah,
like pasta and pizza and.
Yes. That's it. A lot of meat, like bourguignon and all of that, which is a cook like for 7 hours and all of that.
And me, I like a salad with pasta, rice, and a lot of vegetables. And
Yeah, here I think that the only thing that I miss is like the vegetables.
Yep.
Like in France, we eat a lot of that, and here like I only eat like noodles and rice, so like all the time I have the impression. So maybe like some vegetables will help me.
You don't find yourself craving cheese, bread, wine?
No, wine yes, but for the rest, no, it's okay. But maybe in few months, like if you ask it in 1 month, maybe.
How do you prepare your food here? Because I don't know what the setup is for students visiting. So I'm not sure if you're all staying in some house somewhere, and if there's cooking facilities, or if all your eating is done off the street.
yeah, we eat in the street because we live in the dormitory here and we have.
So
we don't have,
you're on campus.
Yeah.
Yes.
You actually live here
Yeah.
on campus. Okay.
And we don't have a kitchen, and we don't eat or cook anything. So we buy in the 7-Eleven or in the street. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is a night market near the university, so we go a lot of we take a lot of our food right there.
Okay. A lot of night marketing.
Yeah.
So have you found the day market around here yet, where you can buy vegetables and things like that?
Yeah, but we don't have a kitchen, so it's
we don't.
it's more difficult to cook. But we don't miss cooking. Like it's okay for us to just buy it all the time and to stay in night markets.
Yeah. Well, it is convenient.
Yeah, like in France, we don't go out often because it's really expensive to go to the restaurant and all of that. So here, like, it's very special to just be out like every night. So it's okay for us. Like, it's a little pause of cooking and all of that. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm happy to see that it's fun to get out.
Yeah.
And have the night market food. Okay. I was going to ask you what you miss most about home, but I think, you've already said you don't miss the food yet.
No, at the
So
beginning,
maybe you're not missing home yet.
No, and we are together. We have 3 other friends. They come from France, and we have the same culture. And together, we talk a lot, and it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like we don't miss.
No.
Like I thought, like family and friends will be a very sensitive point. Like when I will while the Erasmus, like while the exchange trip and all of that. But thanks to like Solène and our other French friends.
Yeah.
Like it's a family here, so it's okay, and we don't miss a lot of things like in France.
Exactly.
And Taipei is really like it's a really big city, and so we don't like I don't miss Paris that much too, and I thought like I'm in love with Paris, and I think and I thought that I will miss this city, but Taipei is a really cool one, so I don't miss it too.
Okay, great. Maybe you should say you miss your friends and family a little bit because they might see this podcast.
Yes, maybe. I miss you.
Okay, there you go. Covered.
I'm curious, what do you find cool or unique about Taipei that engages you?
It was really like I love the city and I choose the city because there was like nature in a big city, and that's what is missing like in French, I think. Like it's only like a big building and a road and all of that. And here, if you want to go hiking, like it's really near and you can do a lot of things in just a few minutes. Like you don't have to take a long trip to go and do some things. So it's really cool.
Yes, and there are a lot of things to do. We want to go to park. It's possible. We want to go in museum. It's possible. We can do a lot of things. Yeah.
Okay, are you going to take some time near the end of your trip to travel a little bit around Taiwan?
Yeah.
we already plan a trip. Like in 2 weeks, we're going to Singapore and Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
this for spring break?
Yeah, that's it. And at the end of the semester, we will going to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to go in
Yeah,
Hong
and
Kong?
I want to go to Hong Kong, but I don't know when. But it's a thing. Like we talked about it.
Yeah, and me, I go to Cambodia after the semester. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, nice. I'm happy you're getting to see more of Asia as well. That's cool.
Yeah. And because it's far from France, like here we have the impression like we can do a lot of things in a few times. So we, like for myself, like I take a lot of money and all of that to just like to enjoy. Like it's near to go to Malaysia and all of that. Like we can do just a weekend to Singapore, and it's crazy for us to think of it.
Yeah, it's a lot in the countries while you can.
Yeah.
Any complaints about the Taiwanese streets? I'm thinking about the crazy traffic.
Oh.
Or is it crazy in Paris as well?
Yeah, it's okay for me. Yeah, I'm not so surprised, and we take the MRT and the bus, and it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and here, like in the MRT and all of that, like there is line and people are doing the queue to enter in the MRT. Like in France, it's the jungle. Like it's everybody do it for themselves, and like you push anyone to just get in the MRT. So here it's
quite controlled.
Yes, it's less stressful.
Okay.
Have either of you tried riding scooters around Taipei yet?
Oh no, not yet. I don't know if we can ride it us. I don't know, maybe. But my buddy, like it's a Taiwanese girl who made me a city trip and all that. She got one, and so we made a tour with her on her scooter. It was cool.
Okay, have you tried the bikes yet?
Yeah, the U-bike.
The U-bike, yeah.
Yeah. We've got our easy card and all of that, so it's really cool.
It's very cool, and in France we have the same bikes, and to that we can rent and go a few kilometers, and it's very easy to rent, and there are a lot of road for bike, and it's good. Yeah.
And I think it's easier here than in
Yeah.
France, because in
Definitely,
France,
yeah.
like all the bikes are broken or they're in the sand and all that. It's like crazy. So here it's a very comment on peut dire, c'est genre en mode c'est utile. Like we can easily rent a bike, and it's more easier than in France. So we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the weather help, because in France it's raining or snowing and all of that, and here it's more sunny to do a bike.
Okay, very cool. How have you been finding your classes? Because what classes are you taking? Some classes that are taught in Chinese.
We have 8 classes, all in English, and we have one Chinese class and
Okay.
one culture Chinese class. Chinese culture, yeah. And me, I have a course of marketing, of advertising, and it's interesting.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like we don't have the same approach on thing like in Asia and in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like for the advertising, for example, like it's not the same advertise that we watch and all of things like.
And me in marketing, we have the case study, very interesting and very different, like in France. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's not the same public, so it's cool to have a different approach on that. Like we don't have the same classes in France, and so it's very cool to study it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but are those classes being taught to you in English?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
yeah. No, we don't speak Chinese. Like,
Yeah, I know, but
like not at all.
but do all the other students in the class understand?
We are sometimes the teacher translate in Chinese, and we have a teacher. She speaks only Chinese, so she have an assistant to translate in English.
Okay,
And,
okay.
Yeah, sometimes he translates for the students, and for the Taiwanese students understand the class, and the course.
Okay. So a combination of English and
Yeah.
Chinese in the class, so
Yeah.
everybody can understand. Okay. But then you have a Chinese class,
Yeah.
so that's studying Chinese. What do you think of the language?
It's very difficult.
Yes. Like here, like every Taiwanese is like, oh, it's so easy to speak Chinese, but we're like, no, not at all. Like we don't understand a thing. And when we pronounce like some word, they're like, what are you saying? But we're like, it's the same word that you are saying. Like for example, like I went to Alishan, and they are like, Alishan? And I'm okay. Yeah, Alishan, and I'm Alishan. And I'm like, it was the thing that I was saying now.
And
It's really hard.
the name of university, it's very difficult.
Yes, we don't know how to say it. Like we just show them like our ID card.
Yeah.
We don't know how to pronounce. But yeah, the course of Chinese is really cool, and it helps us a lot. Like we're doing a lot of night market and all of that. So it's easier for us to be understood by the
By the Taiwanese. And
by the Taiwanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, Darren, how would you say our school's name?
I say it wrong all the time. Whenever I'm in a cab, I say, I want to go to Shishing, and they're like, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, Shishing. Oh, yeah, Shishing.
Yeah, see, I was asking you because I didn't even want to try. Yeah, it would also probably be wrong. How about the Chinese culture class?
it's interesting. We made a lot of different activities. We have learned to a Chinese chess, and we have made a mask. What's the name of the mask? And we painting, and we do a lot of things.
Yeah, and it's the only class where we are all with
A student exchange.
yeah. So it's a good way to meet each other and to stay together, like because everyone like got their classes, and so it's a good time to find them and to spend some time together.
Okay, well, here's a maybe more serious question. How would you compare Taiwanese students to French students?
It's very different. Two mentalities, and in France, we need to listen and to participate in all the classes. And here, the students are in our phone, and they don't participate, and they eat in class. And in France, we don't.
Yeah, like it's really like forbidden.
Yeah.
You can do that. Like we can't like stand up if we want to go to toilet and all of that. Like you have to ask someone, to ask the teacher before, and if he is not okay, like you just sit on your chair and all of that. So here it seems like more relaxed and more I don't know, like students maybe more happier than in France here. But yeah, like in France. We are obliged to participate and all of that, but we chat a lot in class.
Yeah.
So, like if we don't listen to the teacher, like we chat.
Yeah.
And here, like I think that they listen, but they're on the phone, and so when we don't listen here, like we chat with all the French students, and like we all. Like everybody listened to us, and we were like, "Oh, so sorry." Like it's different, like really, really different.
Okay, yep. Silent, except for the teacher.
Yeah.
Darren?
Yeah, I got nothing to say about that. I'm aware of what Taiwanese students are like. But I'm a little surprised that in France it's so German sounding.
Yes.
It does sound very strict. Like you can't, not even being able to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but it's really strict in France. Like in our school, like in high school, it's very like that.
And we have to hear and in each class and present all the course.
Yeah. And in our school, like we aren't like except like if you have like 10 minutes late in your class, you can't you are not accepted to the class.
Okay.
And so here like sometimes there is students like 1 hour later, and we're like, okay, so you can go. Okay. That seems weird for us because it's really like strict in France.
Is that at French universities as well, or just at high school?
Like we are in a private university, so maybe like it's because it's private, but like high school is I don't know for the over.
Yes, but I think it's strict. So.
Yeah. It's not the same in Canada.
At university, it's totally different. There's no attendance or anything like that, and often large lecture classes, and you can just drift in and drift out, and no one knows if you're there or not.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming though, in France, students speak up more. I mean, in answering questions or speaking to the professors.
Like
sharing ideas or participating in the class.
Yeah. Like all the teacher like told us, like in France you have some bonus point if you participate. So it's a good way to have us like listening and participate and all of that. And we have a lot of study case where we are obliged to participate and communicate with the other student and the teacher. So it's easier for us to practice.
Okay, let me ask, what's dorm life like?
It's really cool. Like we are in the new dormitory.
Yeah.
So it's the new one, and it's really like I have a big room and all of that. It's really cool.
Yes, we have a own bathroom, so it's good. Yeah, with a balcony, a big room, and yeah.
Yeah, like dormitory is really cool, and I think we've made the good choice. Like our other French friend aren't in dormitory, like they are in with some roommates and all that, like in Gongguan and all that. And it's not the same experience like for them, but it's really different. And I think like new dormitory for us it's better because we can have like our intimacy, like we can stay alone if you want.
Yeah, you can have private time.
Yeah.
Some intimacy. Yeah.
How many roommates do you have in your dorm?
We are alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have a own room. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really good.
Okay. Because I don't know. I think some of our students here in dorms are 3 to a room.
Yeah, 3 or 4, I think.
Or something,
Yeah.
which is that's kind of the dorm life I picture. So your dorm life sounds quite different.
Yeah. I think like here there is like whole dormitory and new one.
Yes, I think there are one more dormitory. Yeah. There are 3 dormitories for the university, I think.
And so for the new one, like everyone got their own room. Like we are only one in each room. So
I think there are room for 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, what has so far you've just been almost everything has been positive.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, has there been anything negative, or have you had any negative experiences?
No. For the moment, okay.
For me, like the only thing in Taiwan, like maybe like it's only in the university, but like Taiwanese don't really speak English so well. But in France too, like we don't really speak English so well, and so they don't really talk to us, and so we stay in with all the exchange students, but we don't go with Taiwanese and all of that. So it's cool to have a buddy because we can speak with Taiwanese. But it's the only thing here. Like Taiwanese don't really speak to us and all of that. But that's okay.
Have you found any French-speaking Taiwanese yet?
Me, I have one buddy. And I stay with her, like we were going to museum and all of that. But if there wasn't like this thing of buddy and all of that, I don't think I would have a Taiwanese friend. Like,
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
So when you say buddy, do you mean something that's arranged by the school?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Like the school attributes like one Taiwanese people to one exchange student. So they can talk to us like so and buddy try to
She wants to learn me Chinese, and she gives me a Chinese class and a Chinese course.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing to have someone like local here. Like because we were really lost at first when we went there.
Yeah, just curious. If you talk to some Taiwanese person on the street in English, do they understand? Because you speak with the outrageous French accent.
I don't really know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I don't know. You can tell me You can tell me what you think. But I would imagine some of the Taiwanese students not speaking to you isn't their English level. It could also just be shyness.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, also in our English classes, students' level, I think, is often much better than they show it to be because they're shy to speak up and they don't want to speak English and make mistakes. But their English, isn't that bad. They're just shy to use it.
Yeah, like it's more like it's not always the student and all of that because we are in English classes, so we can speak to them because they are like the same level as us in English, but like just nobody come to us. Like we have to come to Taiwanese people to speak and all of that. But maybe it's just like because they're more shy, I think. But we met some people like in the street and all that because they saw that we are not Taiwanese, and a lot of people like come and spoke to us. Like one day, someone asked us to take a picture of us, and we were like, okay, and so like people are, I think, more shy in the university, and some people in the street and all that came to us and really talked to us. So it's very cool to have them.
So other than like shyness or reticence, do you notice any other differences between Taiwanese out on the street and our students here on campus?
I don't know.
Can you? I don't really understand your question. Sorry.
Do you notice any other differences between Taiwanese outside of the school and Taiwanese here at school, other than just kind of shyness?
Oh, I don't know. Like in the street and all that, it's more like adults who talk to us more than people from our age. Like I think like the adults and sometimes it's grandparents and they're like welcome to Taiwan and all that. So it's really sweet, and maybe they're just like shy or they're maybe really happy for us to be in Taiwan. Like I think I talked about a lot of my Taiwanese friends, like my buddy, but they're really happy to see us and like to be like it's really cool for them like to see some exchange students and some French who come and visit and discover their country, I think. So they're happy to see us, I think.
Okay, well, I'm excited for you guys because this is just the start, and it seems like you're having such a great time.
Yeah, really. I think it will be really fast. Like it will be so fast.
Yeah.
So like we were like we did already 1 month.
Yeah.
We're like for us it's just like 3 days we're being here. So times fly.
Oh, so why Taiwan?
Me, I want to be and to go in Asia. And in France, we don't really know Taiwan. We know the history, the geopolitical context, but not really the territory in Taiwan. So when I saw that our university in France proposed an exchange in Taiwan, I discovered the landscape, the culture, the people, and I want to discover that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the same for me. I have some friends and all that who came to Taiwan before this trip, and so I watched like their picture and I was like, okay, so it's in the same city and it's the same place. Like you can go hiking and all of that. Because I love to hike, but I love to be in a big city. So I think it was like the perfect city for me.
Yes, and I think that in Taiwan there are so many different landscapes. There are the city and the big city with building in Taipei. There are the beach in Genting or in south of Taiwan. There are nature, the water, and there are so many landscape, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think we can do. We have a long weekend. We're on weekend on Wednesday night, so like that we can do a lot in the island. And there is plenty things to do in Taiwan. So it was really more convenient to go here than in another country. We could have been to Hong Kong, but it's just for us a big city, and we didn't. There is no nature and all of that, so we are more in Taiwan.
Okay, and I understand the nature thing. I've always thought in New Taipei City we're so lucky because there is nature nearby. I mean, my house there's a mountain behind it that we can go hiking on.
Okay.
So it's 5 minutes from your front door. But even bigger natural features in Taiwan, like Yangmin Mountain or things like that, you can easily reach from the city by bus.
Yeah.
And public transport.
Yes, and I think it's a very chance. Our university proposed to go in Kaohsiung, and Taipei is very central, and it's very easy to take a bus and to go in Jiufen or Keelung, to go in Ilan, to go in Kaohsiung, and it's very central.
So outside of Taipei, where have you guys gone so far?
For me, just Keelung and Ilan, and that's it. Me, when I arrived with my mom and my brother. So we do a trip before going to Taipei. So we went to Kaohsiung and Alishan and Sun Moon Lake, and then Taipei.
Nice.
So I did a lot of Taiwan, I think. And we already do Jiufen and Shifen too.
Yeah,
we saw the Lantern Festival in Shifen.
Yes, and the lantern,
Okay, you mean the lighting, the lanterns, and they're setting them off. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what do you still want to do?
A lot of things. I want to go in Kaohsiung because I never go there. I want to go in Sun Moon Lake too. I think it's a beautiful place, and I want to go in Taroko and Hualien. After the earthquake the last year, it's open now, so I want to go there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and for me, Taroko and Taichung also. I saw some picture of the rainbow streets, so I want to go there, so bad. Maybe in a few weeks.
After Malaysia.
Okay, well, I hope we get to go to a lot of those places. Taroko Gorge is beautiful, of course. Kaohsiung is also worth a visit. I mean, just another big city, not as convenient as Taipei.
Okay.
The public transport, I mean, just the MRT system here is amazing. But Kaohsiung then, on the other hand, has bigger open spaces, and the Kaohsiung harbor is amazing. The government has really put an effort into making the harbor area arty.
Okay.
So lots of little stalls, people selling stuff, lots of cafes and things like that. It's a really nice place to go, the harbor.
Okay. And you, what is your favorite thing in Taiwan? Favorite place or?
A must do, a must do in Taiwan. Yeah.
The sofa with my cats. I don't know, Darren. Do you have a favorite spot? I mean, I remember when I went to Alishan.
Okay.
Alishan, I was just impressed by the trees. When you see those majestic, giant trees and you know this tree has been living for so long, I remember being very, very impressed with that on Alishan.
For me, the first time I came here was a long, long time ago, before I came here to teach. And I came here to study Chinese religion, and I spent a lot of time living in temples and stuff. And so I still enjoy visiting temples everywhere.
Okay.
I found it relaxing and interesting. And Tainan has all the history and culture. And then probably my favorite place is Miaoli. I especially like this one little town, and I'm going to forget the name of it. I don't know why. But a little town in Miaoli that's a woodcarver village. And so when you come into the village, you can smell the cut trees, the hinoki, and it smells wonderful. And then the main street is nothing but woodcarver shops and stuff like that that you can go around. It's like going to somewhere in Europe where the whole town does goldsmithing or metalwork or something like that. And I like that feeling.
Okay, well, I realize you haven't traveled as much, but Victoria has. What's your favorite spot so far?
For me, I think it's Sun Moon Lake. When I arrived, it was raining for 2 weeks in Taipei, in Taiwan, and the only moment of shine was in Sun Moon Lake, so it was really beautiful.
Okay, sunlight.
So maybe it's because of that, but it was really cool, and we do we go around the lake by bike, so it was really really cool.
Okay, excellent. Okay, well, yeah, I just want to thank you again for sharing your experiences.
Thank you.
And I'm really happy you're having such a good time, yeah? All the best for the rest of the time. Have amazing time and enjoy everything.
Yes, thank you. It was
Thank
lovely
you.
to meet you both.
And
Thank you so
and
much.
So Len, I'm with you. I'm never going to try stinky tofu. You know, lots of other good food in Taiwan. You don't have to try stinky tofu. You can live without it. So
Come on. It smells like ass, but it tastes...
Yeah.
yeah, but see, the thing is, I want food that smells good and that tastes good and doesn't smell like ass.
Yeah.
You know, why can't it taste good and smell good?
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.